stakes just mount up, and for the two superstars in this series. Trae Young, who missed Game 4 the other night after stepping on the foot of the official in Game 3. He's officially questionable for tonight's Game 5 in Milwaukee. And then Giannis, with that terrible moment the other night, is officially doubtful for Game 5, though generally speaking, the news of yesterday I thought was pretty good. Let's get all that news from Malika Andrews covering the Eastern Conference Finals for us, and she is live in Milwaukee. Let's start with Giannis. Let's go through the news of yesterday and the latest with his injury.
Yeah, well, Mike Budenholzer agreed with you, Greeny. He said that this was the best possible news that they could get, considering how ugly it looked in the moment, how scary it was when he went down. So as Adrian Wojnarowski and Zach Lowe reported, Giannis Antetokounmpo doesn't have any structural damage to the ligaments in that knee, but still there's no clear timetable for his return. From what I've been told, the swelling that is in his knee would make it a little bit surprising to see him out on the floor for tonight's pivotal Game 5. You know Giannis, of course, he wants to be out there, but if he is unable to go, which it seems unlikely that he will right now, expect potentially Bobby Portis to be stepping up and into that role. They like what he has given them offensively. They like the spark that he has when he's playing at home. But yes, the Bucks are viewing this as the best possible news they could have gotten, given the fact that I was 25 rows up from where he was injured and I could hear his screaming on the court. It was definitely a scary moment, Greeny.
Yeah, absolutely. And so again, he's officially listed as doubtful, as we mentioned, and Trae Young officially listed as questionable with that foot. What are we hearing about him?
Well, he is here. He is in Milwaukee and continues to get treatment, but it continues to be the same issue of mobility and pain tolerance, Greeny. That's what I've been told. So he's going to continue to get that treatment. He's continuing to test it out. The decision is going to come closer to game time, but that treatment that he's getting, the hope is that at some point, even if it's not tonight, he's going to be able to return in this series. But again, it's going to come down to that pain tolerance and mobility, and that's what still continues to be a little bit limited.
Outstanding, as always, Malika Andrews. Thank you very much. Coverage of this, and we'll obviously stay close to you as the day goes on to see if there's any update on either of these guys. Let me get Seth and Tim back in here, Cindy, if I can. There we go. And so now you hear that. And Tim Legler, I'll just start with you as directly as I can. It's the critical Game 5 in a 2-2 series. If there's no Giannis and no Trae Young tonight, who do you think wins?
Yeah, I favor Milwaukee if that's the case. It's a coin toss to me, but I look at the two next most proven commodities in this series if those two guys are out, and they both play for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's Chris Middleton and Jrue Holiday. Chris Middleton has now elevated his profile in this league as a guy that you can pencil in a certain number. And I think without Giannis, Middleton's going to be around 30. Jrue Holiday's another guy's been much more aggressive lately looking for his shot. So he is, again, a proven commodity in this league. For Atlanta, they've got great depth, but I don't know that you really know where it's coming from on a given night. Bogdanovich, to me, is the key. He's the barometer. He finally made an appearance in this series in the last game. He still was just 7 for 19, but right now, he'll take 7 for 19. He was that bad in the previous 6 or 7 games. He's the key. John Collins has to be obviously great. Kevin Huerter's got to really step up, but you just don't know. There's a lot of question marks of where the offense will come from. Not so much with Milwaukee. You know who it's going to run through, and I think you got a lot of faith they can get it done, and they're at home. So if both of those guys sat the next 3 games, I like the Bucks.
How about you, Seth?
Yeah, I like the Hawks. And here's the deal. Giannis, with him on the floor, they're plus 509 during the course of the season. That means they're minus 509 with them off the court. Are you kidding me? There's no way to replace what Giannis does, the easy baskets he gets. It puts so much pressure on Middleton. We saw Cam Reddish did a terrific job on him the other day, getting up and underneath him, pressuring him, taking away his first dribble at the rim, contesting his shot. I look at this Bucks team, and I think that Holiday's the key. He's got to play like an all-star. He's got to play like an Olympian. He's got to play like what he's getting paid for. Now, if he plays well, I could say maybe the Bucks have a shot. I think that the Hawks have more guys that can make plays. I love what they're doing defensively in terms of loading the box, basically defending now, pressuring Middleton, and then defending the Bucks in a lot of ways like they defended the Knicks by loading up the box and taking away all driving lanes for Holiday.
So what should we expect it to look like, Tim Legler? Let's envision a game, and if you listen to Malika, and we sort of read between the lines. I mean, Giannis was in excruciating pain the other night and has swelling. Trae Young, the best we can say of him is that he actually made the trip to Milwaukee. So reading between the lines, I think it sounds unlikely we'll see either of them at least tonight. What does this game look like tonight, Tim Legler? These two teams without their superstars.
Yeah, well, I think, look, Milwaukee obviously now having an opportunity to be at home, get that adrenaline, get that crowd. The three-point shooting is going to be critical for both of these teams because you're going to have less offense creation by star players. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo puts so much pressure on defenses to collapse on the lane. Guys have extra time to line up shots, and those role players need that time. Same thing for Atlanta. Trae Young's in the lane all night long, and that gives Bogdanovich and Herter and Lou Williams and Collins and all the guys that take threes extra time. That won't be the case in this one. Defenders are going to be closer to guys. Shots are going to be more contested. So whoever can knock down some three-point shots in this game is going to ultimately win. I just think Chris Middleton has shown over the last two postseasons he has the ability in these moments to be special, and I think he will be again tonight.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.